and being assembled together with them, commanded them that they should not depart from Jerusalem. And commanded them that they should not depart from Jerusalem. On just a cursory glance, it doesn't seem to be that powerful of a statement. But when we really think about it, Jerusalem was the epicenter of religious life. It was the church. It was the gathering place. It was the meeting place. It was where people gathered from all across the land, and they came on the holy days and the holy holidays, and they came together and they worshiped God there. That's where the high priests were. That's where the commandments were. That's where all the oracles of God were. And the apostles knew that as such, but it was also a place of confusion for the apostles. Because here it's a place that they held in high regard, and it's a place that was just a holy, just perfect place of religious life. But it also was the place where their life was flipped upside down. It was the place where these apostles were following Jesus for 3 years. We're studying at his side. We're learning by his side. And we're being taught everything. And they were thinking that something great would happen at Jerusalem, but their thoughts were not on the same greatness that had happened. And then when it was Christ who died at the hands of the priest through Jerusalem, it became a place of confusion. It became a place of pain. It became a place of anguish. I could assume that they had reservations about even entering Jerusalem, because here they were living for 3 years with Jesus, following him everywhere, thinking that he was going to set up a kingdom on this earth, and thinking that he was going to exalt himself to be the king of the earth. And it was at Jerusalem that Jesus met his fate. And it was at Jerusalem that Jesus was condemned to die. And it was at Jerusalem where they beat Jesus and they whipped him and they caused him to carry the cross. And it was at this place, this holy place, at this meeting place, at this gathering place, that was such a religious high for the apostles for so many years, became a religious low point in their lives. It became a rock bottom place. Everything they knew for the last 3 years just crashed and burned in Jerusalem. Everything they thought that they were building up to, everything they thought that Jesus was preparing them for, crashed and burned at Jerusalem. And now can you imagine the low that when they think Jesus is going to raise himself to be king, he's killed. And there's a roller coaster ride that ensues when he shows back up and says, I'm alive. I'm not dead. Death can't hold me. Death can't keep me. Death doesn't have victory over me. Could you imagine the roller coaster that now happened? They went from just this depression and this confusion and this just pain in the just depths of their souls to this just euphoria that he's still alive. He didn't get killed. It's not all over. And he's with them for 40 days, and he comes home and he says, well, I'm going to have to depart again. I'm leaving. This was just temporary. I'm not hanging around. It's not what you think it is. Again, it's not what you think it is. But this is what I need you to do. I'm not asking you. I'm not suggesting you, but I need you to stay in Jerusalem. I need you to stay at the place of your greatest pain. I need you to stay at the place of your confusion. I need you to stay at the place where everything crashed and burned. I need you to stay there for a little while. It's not going to be permanent, but I need you to stay there until power shows up. I need you to stay there until the promise shows up. I need you to stay there until what I told you is going to happen really happens. You don't know what it is, but it's coming. You don't understand it, but it's coming. You can't make it out, but it's coming. You might not like this place anymore. You might have feelings of animosity for this place. You might feel pain, and you might feel hurt, and you might feel confusion in this place. But he said, I'm telling you, you need to stay. You need to stay in Jerusalem. You need to stay in this place. I'm commanding you, don't move. I'm commanding you just to abide. I'm commanding you just to wait it out, because I got some power that's going to show up. I got some power that's going to come. I got something that's going to revolutionize your life. I got something that's going to change the world. I got something that's going to flip this place upside down. And it's coming if you just hang out here for a little while. It's coming if you just wait a little while.